Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to share my experience with Sundazed music. I'm going to talk about the customer service I received as well as the record that I got. I'll let you know whether I think they're really great or really not great. I will let you know in this video. Also, I am going to be sharing my memories about Prince's Purple Rain album that came out back in 1984. I will let you know whether I think the reissue is better than the original. Just share my thoughts, my memories, and my feelings about Purple Rain. Also, I am going to show some incredible records that I received from Gary's Vinyl Dungeon. The Vinyl Community Love Train stopped at my house a few weeks ago and delivered some really great records. So I'm going to share those with you as well. So first off, let me just direct your attention to the back here. As you can see, I've got a tribute to the band Sweet going on. And that is because last week we lost another important rocker, just someone we grew up with and loved. Steve Priest passed away. He was the bassist for Sweet, and I just absolutely loved that band. Love is Like Oxygen was just a song that I grew up with. I have huge nostalgic feelings for. I absolutely love it. I still need to have that album, but I do have Desolation Boulevard, which has Fox on the Run, a really cool earworm song for me. When I say earworm, I mean it's something that if you hear it once in a day, it's in your head for the rest of the day. But it's a good thing because it's such a cool song. I've always enjoyed it. Also, the heavy rocking album Give Us a Wink. That is such a tremendous record. So I'm so sad that Steve Priest passed away. We are just absolutely losing these legends left and right, and I just hate it. I feel like with 2020, I just want so badly for someone to come out and say, just kidding. This whole year has just been absolutely unreal, and I would just love a do-over. So, having said that, also, I want to say to my really good friend Ralph Vieira from the channel Almost Human, he's been in the hospital for a few days and he's really sick. Get well soon, buddy. I really want to see more of your videos. You have such a tremendous channel. You are so knowledgeable about the bands and the music that I really love. Your channel here in the YouTube community and the vinyl community is so important. So get well soon, get out of the hospital, and I'm really looking forward to you making a speedy recovery and coming back out. So Ralph, just get well soon. Let me go ahead and get started now with my talk about Sundazed music. So let me just say first off, about a year ago, I ordered a record from Amazon. I had been looking for a really cool reissue of Ultimate Spinach as a psych rock band. I don't see the original records of them very often, so I decided to go the Sundazed Records route. I ordered Ultimate Spinach. This is a mono version. Sounds great. Again, I ordered it from Amazon, so I had no problems with the communication about this record. It came on green vinyl, which I thought was really cool for a band called Ultimate Spinach. And this sounds killer. It's a great record. So absolutely no issues. Having said that, I don't have an original to compare it with, but I was really happy with what I heard. So I really love that album. So there was another record that I had been really wanting. I see it all the time when I'm digging through records, but it's never in good shape. It has to be a quiet press. It has to be something awesome. So I did my research and I ordered this. This is Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. This was a record that I had been wanting for a very long time and just could never find a good original copy of it. So I did my homework, and there is a beautiful brand new 50th anniversary press that has come out this year on gold vinyl that probably sounds good, but I decided I wanted to go with the Sundazed music version. Let me just read what it says on here. It says that It is mastered from the Columbia Record analog reels. This Sunday's edition perfectly captures the sonic texture of the original vinyl pressing and includes the beloved title song along with such enduring Simon and Garfunkel standards as the Boxer, Cecilia, and El Condor Passe. So, when I heard it was from the original analog tapes, that sold me. I placed my order with Sundazed Music. Well, let me just say what happened for me was I placed the order and several days went by, nearly a week. And I don't know if you all have ever done this before, but there are record companies online that are phonies, and they will take your money and steal it, and they won't ever send you records. So I placed this order, and so many days went by that I started to wonder, was this a fake online website? Have I been duped? Because I never heard anything from them. And so I finally did a reply and asked them, I placed this order. You have put the charge on my credit card. Are you sending my record anytime soon? And I got this really weird message back. It didn't sound professional. It's just, sorry for the delay. We'll send it out tomorrow. And it just didn't sound like a professional record business. So I got even a little more scared after that. But, I went ahead and gave it another day. And by 4 o'clock that afternoon, I did receive a confirmation that they have shipped the record. It almost felt like maybe they weren't going to ship it until I sent a message. I have no idea. It just did not feel very professional. It felt very amateurish. I know the coronavirus has affected things, and maybe the customer service, maybe the people who normally work weren't there. But it just kind of gave me that eerie feeling like I had been duped. I was going to be taken for a scam. But the record arrived, and let me show you this record. It looks just like the the 2i Columbia label, 180 gram vinyl. And I put it on, and my husband and I listened to it. Also, it came with this automatically, just a really beautiful sleeve to keep it in. We put this record on, and I mean, it is absolutely a beautiful pressing. The music is killer. We had goosebumps. We just both could not believe our ears. It sounded so incredible. So even though I thought the service could have been much better, overall, we got the record. It wasn't a scam. It's a beautiful pressing of this album, and I'm just absolutely thrilled to own it. So, even though I think their service could have been better, like I said, the coronavirus might have had an issue or might have had a say in why the customer service was so poor. Overall, I would order from them again because I got a really great pressing, and I love the sound. So, Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel, which I think is funny. When I was a teenager, we made fun of Simon and Garfunkel. So now at my age, I absolutely love them. And they were a really great duo. And I love the harmonies. I love the music. So if you are looking to add that one to your collection, go to Sundazed Music. I highly recommend the record. It's incredible. And now I want to share with you my wonderful memories of the album Purple Rain by Prince. It came out in the summer of 1984 and took everybody by storm. At the time, I was in between middle school and high school. I was into cheerleading. I was in band camp. I played a saxophone for the marching band. And it was just a tremendous experience. We all had a lot of fun. We were all singing the songs to Purple Rain while we were in band camp. And I just have tremendous memories. This album, Prince was already a star with the album 1999, but this one just put him right into the stratosphere with Thriller and Michael Jackson. No one got bigger than Michael Jackson or Prince at that time. it was huge. The song When Doves Cry, just that immediate guitar caught my attention, and I absolutely loved that song. I was obsessed. It was such an incredible song. I have great memories of this album also because my sister at my very first high school dance, there was a raffle from the DJ at the dance, and my sister won a copy of this album. We did not have a lot of records at that time. We both worked very hard. My mom was a single mom. She did not have a lot of money. I can remember working in tobacco with a broken arm, babysitting, working in corn, detasseling corn. I had a lot of really hard jobs just to pay for school clothes and to pay for my school books, let alone little luxuries like this. So having this album in our house, we wore it out. And When Doves Cry was an amazing song. Like I said, that opening, that guitar riff that Prince did is mind-blowing, and I still love it. So let me just show you. This is the original that I just got last week. I've always wanted an original of this album. Usually the condition is poor or the price is too high, but I found something that was really perfect for me last week. Let me just show the reissue as well. It's a little different. If you see the reissue, it has like a silver foil here on the sides where the original had white. So both are beautiful. It just depends on what you would rather have. I think the foil is gorgeous. And the reissue says on here it is a 2015 Paisley Park remastered, overseen by Prince. So, you know, I really don't think that my opinion matters more than Prince's. If Prince gave the thumbs up, then, you know, that's really cool. It also came in the original 1984 packaging. So let me just show you the poster that came with the reissue, because the original I have from the one I bought last week is in very fragile condition. This was hanging up. My sister and I shared a bedroom, and this was on our wall. How cool is that? I absolutely love the poster. Anytime I see it, it just brings me right back to the old bedroom that we had. Unfortunately, the house we lived in was already old when we lived in it. Now it's so old that I just think any year now it's going to be torn down, which would break my heart, but I understand because it's an older house. So let me just get into the music and what I think. First off, let me just grab this original because I played this one first. I played the song When Doves Cry, and when I listened to it, I love the drums. I love the hooks. The drums were just really, really loud and proud. I thought this sounded very raw. It was very cool. Any complaint I had was maybe the lead vocals by Prince was a little bit back farther than I would have liked him to have been, while his vocals that he did to harmonize sounded really good and were in front. But it was a killer listen, and I loved it. So I really enjoyed the original. And then I listened to the reissue of When Doves Cry. I thought the drums were a little bit more muted, but his voice was up front and centered where they belonged. It was just a more polished sound. So depending on what you like, you know, if you like a polished sound, I would say this one was probably the winner. For me personally, I really loved the raw sound of When Doves Cry on the original. I loved the drums. I just thought the drums were killer. So for me, when I listened to When Doves Cry, I really loved the original. I also listened to the song Let's Get Crazy, and the guitars were really, really good on both of them. Prince is in my top 5 favorite guitarists of all time. Y'all would probably you'd be mad if you heard my opinions on who I think are the best, because they're not what a lot of people think. They're a little out of the box. Of course, Eddie Van Halen's #1 for me, but Prince is in the top 5. He's killer. So I really thought Purple Rain sounded, I thought Let's Go Crazy was really great on both of these. However, again, I just think this original is just a little more raw. Maybe at times it might have been a little shrill, where the reissue wasn't as shrill. but I just love this original. I think it's so fantastic. And then the song Take Me With You, when I listen to the drums of the reissue and the original, oh my goodness, the original sounds so great. So if I had to give up one of these, and I'm glad I don't have to, but you know, it just depends. Do you like a polished, well-balanced sound? If you do, go for the reissue. If you like a raw and just the original sound, go for the original. And that's what my personal favorite is the original. I've loved the reissue too, and if I'd never found this one, I would have been so happy with the reissue. However, this one wins my vote. I love it. It's killer. So really love Purple Rain. What an incredible album. And I'm so happy to have both in my collection to enjoy. And now I want to show some records that I received from Gary at Gary's Vinyl Dungeon. He has a tremendous channel that shows really great records, a lot of mo-fi pressings, a lot of classic rock. I feel like he and I have a lot of musical tastes in common. He's just a really generous guy, and I was so fortunate to receive records that he decided to send my way. So let me go ahead and show you what he sent. First off is the Kinks Live. This is One for the Road, and I love the Kinks. I appreciate the Kinks. A lot of their music came out a little bit before my time. Come Dancing and Don't Forget to Dance was something that came out when I was in middle school and I really liked. But if you are a Van Halen fan, you have to appreciate the Kinks because Van Halen has done a lot of covers with Kinks music. So absolutely love having this live album. It's a 2 LP set on Arista Records. As you could see, it is a DJ copy, so very happy to have that. And he sent me a record with all the bells and whistles. Here is an order form that came in the album, so it's always cool when you can find those. And you all know that I love having original albums with the original posters. So he sent me this really cool double-sided poster. It was still included in the record. Let me show you this. It is so amazing. Here's the first side. A lot of different pictures. It's a really cool collage for the Kinks. So I love that one. But here is my favorite. Check this out. This is a very cool concert scene. Look at that swarm of people. And of course, there's all kinds of Kinks fans out there. I know, who knows, Mazzy might be in this particular picture because I know Mazzy from the Norman Maslow channel is a huge Kinks fan. So I love having this poster. And like I said, it's on Arista Records. It is a great listen. I love the song Lola. You Really Got Me. Absolutely incredible. So thank you, Gary, for that one. But here we go. We got another really great one. From 1978, this is the original master recording version of Foreigner's Double Vision. I love Foreigner. I grew up listening to Foreigner. I just want to say to you all, you know, we don't discuss it enough here in the vinyl community. Lou Gramm is an incredible vocalist. He is so good, and I mean, this just really captures it. Has some really great songs on here. I love the song Hot Blooded. Probably one of the best Foreigner songs. Blue Morning, Blue Day is incredible. Just absolutely Double Vision is so cool too. This is probably my favorite Foreigner album, but I will say after hearing this one now, I really have a lot of regrets that I did not buy Foreigner 4 on the original master recording. I don't know if it's gonna get a reissue or a restock. I hope so. If y'all know somewhere where I can still buy a copy of that album, let me know, because I'm really having the regrets. This sounds absolutely incredible. It's on 180 gram vinyl, and thank you so much, Gary. I absolutely love these MoFi pressings. Here's another great one he sent my way. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. How can you go wrong with that? It has all of the classics from the 70s represented on here. Dream On, Same Old Song and Dance, Sweet Emotion, Walk This Way, Back in the Saddle, which is probably my daughter's favorite song, and I love it too. Draw the Line, Come Together will never sound as good as the way John Lennon sang it, but I love this version as well. This is a really cool Aerosmith record, and I love it. It brings back wonderful memories of when my daughter and I saw them in concert at a sold-out show. What a killer record. So this is great. Here's the insert for it. Just absolutely amazing. And I just really appreciate that one. That one is really great. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Gary sent me an amazing collection of a person that I absolutely love and miss nearly on a daily basis. I still can't believe he's gone. It is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and this is the best of everything. It is his Heartbreakers music, his solo work, and Mudcrutch. And this is a killer box set. This is on the black vinyl. It's the black vinyl version. Absolutely love this one. And let me just kind of go through some of the music for you. On side A, it starts off with Free Fallin', Mary Jane's Last Dance, You Wreck Me, I Won't Back Down, Saving Grace. Then we have You Don't Know How It Feels. I love that song. It's just so good. Listen to Her Heart. I think that might be my favorite. I'm not sure. It's a, there's just so many of them. Don't Do Me Like That was a huge classic. It's all on 180 gram vinyl. Here is LP number 2. The Waiting is such an incredible song. Don't Come Around Here No More. Southern Accents. Let me just show you. I'll show the records so you can see what they look like. They're all on 180 gram vinyl. Absolutely beautiful pressings. So for him to send this my way, absolutely amazed. And here is record number 3, and this one has Wildflowers. I saw where Wildflowers sells for about $600 if you want the LP for that one. So to have that song on here is amazing. Learning to Fly is a great song. The Last DJ. I love Here Comes My Girl. That one is very special to me too. I Need to Know is really cool. You got Lucky, Running Down a Dream. Stop Dragging My Heart Around with Stevie Nicks is my favorite duet of all time. So that is so cool. And then we've got, again, LP number 4, Even the Losers. Hungry No More, I Forgive It All, For Real. We go on into the Great Wide Open is on this one. Room at the Top, and it ends with Jammin' Me, which is a very cool song. And it comes with a really great little booklet. I wish it was hardcover, but you know what? It's very cool. I love absolutely reading the beautiful pictures. I love the great photographs and all of the pictures of all of his albums. What a great artist, and what an amazing gift. So thank you, Gary, at Gary's Vinyl Dungeon. I will leave a link below. Please check out his channel, subscribe, and say hello. And that is the end of my video. Please subscribe to my channel as well if you're not already a subscriber. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.